gold down there, Diane. There's gold down there.
You're like their number one favorite guy. Because you won them cash. Hi and welcome to the Secret Golf Tour Report. We are back after the Charles Schwab Challenge. This week it's the Memorial Tournament at Jack's Place, Muirfield Village in Dublin, Ohio. Now we're going to get on to that and our tour report will be out on Wednesday. But first, I'm joined by Elk. You're on location and we're recording this on Memorial Day, so it's on Monday. And where in the world are you?
I am in Carlsbad. Wait for it. Not California, Carlsbad, New Mexico. Oh. My son Sam and I are playing in a little best ball tournament out here, having a lot of fun. It's the course has got some shots that we're not used to out of sand and rocks and stuff, but we're learning some new tricks.
I love this. So we have a makeshift setup today. You're using the trunk of your car, sitting in a parking lot. And
this is how my career started, Diane, in the trunk of a car.
Okay, well, we have to talk about last week at Colonial because it was an incredible week anyway. I mean, Jordan Spieth being the local Texas guy, he was in the mix, 54-hole leader, but it was Secret Golf's Jason Kokrak who took him down on Sunday and ended up beating him by 2 shots.
I just got off the phone with Jason. We texted together after the win last night. My son Sam and I. Sam, funny enough, when I first met Jason Kokrak, he came by the house with Pat Perez years ago, and my son was a little younger, and when Jason was playing the Houston Open, Sam really befriended Jason and went out on the golf course and followed him every hole back when Jason was nobody, teeing off the 10th tee at 7 a.m. on a Thursday. There was Sam on the 10th tee following Kokrak the whole way around. And now I just got off the phone and I told him, I said, mate, when I met you, you were probably 150th player in the world. Now you're pretty much the way he played the 13 holes or so yesterday, Diane, between the slow start and the kind of tricky finish. Jason Kokrak put so much pressure on Jordan Spieth, and I told him, I said, mate, you're going to remember this because it's like taking down Jack Nicklaus at Muirfield Village. You did it in style, but he drove the ball, Diane, 330 yards, almost split the center every hole. He's so powerful, and he had so much pressure on Jordan. Jordan was hot, he couldn't make a move, and still Jordan was still in it. And I reminded him, Jordan Spieth has an extra club in his bag that hardly anyone has. I certainly don't, and Jason probably doesn't either, that he can still hang in there at the end and make these putts and get up and down and just be awesome. He's just such a champion. And to beat him in Texas, well, that's going to help him because he needed this yesterday to do that, Diane, because he's going to have to deal with this again, whether it's Ryder Cup when he goes overseas and plays or any time he gets in an adverse situation. It's so big to be able to draw off beating Jordan Spieth in Texas.
Oh, yeah, incredible. And, you talk about Spieth scrambling, but on Sunday, he was 3 over on the day. And Jason Kokrak and Jordan Spieth, they both got off to a little bit of a shaky start. And Kokrak, he looks so cool, calm and collected when he's out there. And he did play incredible golf in the middle, but he put himself under pressure with bogeys on 15 and on 16. His par save on 17, I think, was the thing that did it for him. That almost kind of sealed it. But his putting is so underlooked on the PGA Tour. Jason Kokrak, he's always been known, he's a big guy, as bombing it down the fairway and being one of the longest hitters on tour. And last week at Colonial, he was the longest off the tee. But his putting is amazing, and that's really what won him the tournament.
Absolutely. I think I saw a stat on CBS yesterday where he'd made 110-footer putts in the middle of the round yesterday. And of course, you already noted that both the players got out to a slow start when they got through the horseshoe. If you watch this show, we talked about the 3 hardest holes at Colonial, 3, 4, and 5. And they were both, I think, coming out of there 2 over. I saw Jason birdied 5 and 6 and 8, and then he was off to the race. As I say, he just was able to hold Jordan Spieth feet to the fire by putting it in the fairway and putting it on the green every hole. It was just course, I was pulling. I really like Jordan Spieth, but of course, we're pulling more for Jason Kokrak yesterday.
And Jason has been playing on tour for such a long time. He's 36 years old. His first win came just at the end of 2020 at Shadow Creek in Vegas, and then getting this. So his second PGA Tour victory, his second win of the season. I just texted him and said congrats, and I said, well, the floodgates have opened now. And he always said that that's what needed to happen with his game. He was so close for so long, and you almost get the monkey off your back when it comes to your first win. You back it up with the second, and now there's no stopping him.
Yeah, and it became very clear at the end of the round yesterday. He had that 2-shot lead, and then but Jordan's the last 3 holes at Colonial, very small little triangular holes that get back to the clubhouse. 16, he hit a poor shot in the bunker, didn't get up and down. Of course, Jordan Spieth did what he does. 17, this is through a different set of eyes here. Jason had to lay up off the tee. He's not very good at that. He's better with a driver. Jordan pulled his tee shot and it bounced back into play. And I'm like, oh my God, is Jordan Spieth going to get a break here and just, chip in after that? But in the end, Kokrak did what he needed to do in the middle of the round, Diane, where he put so much pressure. I'm going to say it one more time, put so much pressure on Jordan. He was able to pull ahead ever so slightly that needed that little bit of gap at the end.
I mean, it was a 2-horse race. It was almost like a match play situation on Sunday. But we have to talk about Patton Kazar, another member of the Secret Golf team who finished in 3rd. And we'll talk about Patton a little bit later on the tour report this week. But my gosh, he's playing probably the best golf of his career right now.
I also texted with him. He had what I considered one of the greatest Texas runs without winning. I think he 63 or 4 the last round of San Antonio, 63 or 4 the last round of Byron Nelson, and then a 3rd place finish at Colonial. So I texted him. I said, welcome to Texas.
Yeah, I know. He's probably liking Texas a lot right now. Anyway, this week our tour report is going to be interesting because we're talking Muirfield Village. It's Jack Nicklaus's course, but after the conclusion of the 2020 tournament, they completely renovated the course. So we're all looking at this place with brand new eyes this week, and we're going to give you our full tour report on Wednesday.